In a shocking new turn, Jedediah Duggar and his wife Katie Nakatsu have officially broken what fans are calling an insane Duggar family record, and that's saying something for a family known for breaking norms on a regular basis. With back-to-back babies, constant expansion of their growing household, and zero plans to slow down, Jed and Katie have stunned even the most die-hard Duggar watchers. But what exactly is this record? And why are they still pushing for more kids? The answer might surprise you. Let's start from the top. Jed and Katie tied the knot in a low-key but elegant ceremony back in April 2021. Compared to other Duggar weddings, it flew under the radar. But it wasn't long before things sped up. Just a few months later, in September 2021, they announced they were expecting their first baby, only 5 months into marriage. Fans were stunned at the pace, but this was the Duggar world after all. Fast forward to May 2022, baby Truett Oliver Duggar was born. And while most new parents are barely sleeping and trying to adjust, Jed and Katie seem to be thriving, or at least pretending to be. Only a year later, they were expecting again. And then again. Now, in mid-2025, the couple has welcomed their third child in just 4 years of marriage. That's 3 babies in under 36 months, a pace that even some Duggar siblings haven't matched. It's the fastest birth rate of any Duggar couple post-marriage, and fans have taken notice. The record? Most children born in the shortest span after a Duggar wedding, and without twins involved. That's right. Even Josh and Anna, known for their large brood, spaced out their pregnancies more. Even Jessa and Ben, once called the baby factory, didn't reach this level of speed. But here's where it gets even more unbelievable. Jed and Katie aren't stopping. In a recent Q&A video posted on their family YouTube channel, a smiling, exhausted Katie answered the golden question from fans. "Are you done having kids now?" Her response? "We're leaving that in God's hands," followed by a little chuckle and a loving glance at Jed, who added, "We've always said we want a big family." Fans gasped. After 3 babies in record time, the thought of more has people asking, how far are they willing to go? Some are praising them for their commitment to family and faith, while others are criticizing what looks like a relentless pursuit of children with little breathing room in between. And this isn't just speculation. There are real concerns surfacing among followers, midwives, and even other Duggars. Is Katie's health at risk? Pregnancy takes a toll, and back-to-back pregnancies, without full recovery, can create serious health complications. Fans noticed that Katie looked extremely tired in a recent vlog. Her face was pale, her voice quiet, and she repeatedly mentioned being run down. But instead of slowing down, the couple shared how they're already planning the nursery layout for the next baby. Let that sink in. While most families are adjusting to life with a newborn, Jed and Katie are mapping out space for another. That level of commitment, or obsession, is what's fueling both admiration and concern. One fan commented, "I love how devoted they are, but Katie looks exhausted. When does she get a break?" Another pointed out, "This is how Michelle ended up having 19 kids. Never time to rest, always preparing for the next." And let's not forget, Michelle Duggar famously had over 17 pregnancies, including multiple miscarriages and complicated deliveries. Could Katie be headed down the same path? The comparisons between Katie and Michelle are getting louder, especially because of their personalities. Katie is seen as cheerful, dutiful, and traditional, very much like a young Michelle. She rarely questions Jed on camera, focuses entirely on homemaking, and constantly repeats the phrase, "We're just so blessed." But some see red flags in that smile. The vlogs have shown increasing chaos in the household. Toys everywhere. Katie wrangling toddlers while nursing an infant. Jed talking excitedly about expanding while barely holding a squirming baby in one arm. The energy is overwhelming. Yet instead of slowing down, Jed recently hinted at a double-digit stream. Fans were stunned when he casually mentioned during a family gathering, "I mean, who knows? We'd love to have 10 or more if the Lord allows." 10 or more. Let that register. This isn't just about continuing the Duggar tradition, this is about outpacing it. Jed appears determined to carve out his own legacy. while his older brothers, like John David or Joseph, are quietly raising families off camera. Jed seems to want something bigger, bolder, and more visible. And that brings us to another critical point. The cameras are rolling again. After months of speculation, sources close to the family have hinted that Jed and Katey are in talks for their own spin-off or possibly appearing in upcoming docuseries content. Their rapid-fire family growth, strong religious messaging, and constant chaos and joy format make them ideal subjects for Duggar-style reality TV, especially in a post-Josh world, where TLC and other platforms are desperate to rebrand the family image. Insiders say producers are intrigued by Jed and Katey's clean reputation and TV-friendly vibe. With 3 babies under 3 and more on the way, it's a ready-made show. But critics are raising the alarm. Child psychologists and parenting experts have spoken out, saying that such a fast family expansion isn't just risky for the mother, it can also be damaging for the children. The lack of one-on-one time, constant overstimulation, and the stress of back-to-back newborns can lead to emotional delays, said one child development expert who spoke anonymously. And then there's money. Raising 3 babies is expensive, and neither Jed nor Katey appears to have a traditional full-time job. Jed runs a real estate business, but its success is unconfirmed. Some fans suspect the couple is relying on brand deals, YouTube income, and possibly Duggar family resources to survive. It's a familiar formula. Get married young. Have babies. Monetize it. But the cracks are showing. One Reddit thread recently blew up after an anonymous source claiming to be a friend of the family posted, "Katey is overwhelmed. She loves her kids but feels like she's drowning. But Jed is always like, we've got this. Let's keep going." Is Katey being pressured into more children? It's a question that's haunting many Duggar watchers. And though there's no solid proof, subtle cues are raising eyebrows. Her tone, her body language, her increasingly tired appearance. And yet, she never complains. In every video, she smiles. She thanks God. She praises Jed. It's the perfect Duggar image, almost too perfect. Meanwhile, Jed is full steam ahead. During a recent church event, he proudly said, "We're growing our little army for the Lord." Applause followed. But online, the comments weren't as kind. This isn't the 1800s. Katey's not a baby machine. 3 under 3 is not normal. It's dangerous. I love them, but this is starting to look like a cult breeding project. Those are just a few of the thousands of comments flooding YouTube, Reddit, and Instagram. The audience is split. Some are cheering them on. Others are sounding alarms. But through it all, one thing is clear. Jed and Katey Duggar are not slowing down. They've set the record. They've made headlines. And they're not done. If they follow this pace, Katey could be pregnant again by the end of the year. That would mean 4 children in under 5 years. Another record. Another headline. And, perhaps, another warning sign. Only time will tell whether this strategy brings them joy or burnout. But one thing is certain. The world is watching. As Jed and Katey Duggar continue expanding their family with jaw-dropping speed, fans are left wondering, at what cost? Hello, lovely viewers, welcome to my channel. I am Kerstina. Hope your day is so well. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.